Welcome, listeners. You are listening to QuinteALIVE Up Close, the show about Quinte's fascinating people, our heroes, our talented, and our leaders. Today on this inaugural show, we interview Brett McNaueal, singer, songwriter, and owner of Arpeggio's Guitar Boutique. We sat in a sealed acoustic room with guitars reverberating, so the sound is interesting. Welcome, Brett. It is so great to have you at QuinteALIVE in the acoustic room at Arpeggio's. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Thanks, Brian.
You're very welcome.
Thanks, and welcome to our store. Yeah, welcome here. It's fun.
It sure is. It is a fun place. I noticed that people hang around here quite a bit.
You noticed I had to chase a few customers away so we could do this, and that's not such a bad thing. They're all good people, and it's nice when they come in and want to share their thoughts with us and their views, and we love to take the time with them. You know, they're just such great people.
Which explains why you serve coffee at the back.
And of course, everybody finds their way to the coffee pot. They know exactly where it is, and that's all right. That's our reason for being here. You know, we want to be a different place for people to come, and you can't boast that you are and not be. And I think that that's what it's all about. You know, it brings people in, and everybody's got a story to tell.
It's interesting to be sitting here with you because more than you are a purveyor of guitars, exotic guitars, and high-quality guitars, and beginner guitars, more than that, you are a performer and you are a songwriter. Tell me a little bit about your history. You said you started when you were very young.
Started recording songs when I was, 17. I started writing music and playing guitar when I was 11, actually. And I've had some, I guess, claims to fame. Back in the day in 1972, my song came second in the Molson's Canadian Here Canada Singing Contest, and that was out of 5,000 songs. And I was competing at that time with, this wasn't an amateur contest, it was a wide open contest. So there was the Gordon Lightfoots and you know, the Bruce Coburns and Anne Murray's writers, and the best of the best at the time. And to say that my song did that, you know what, that was a big pat on the back at the time.
Sure was.
And it bolstered me to want to do more, you know, and continue on.
Yeah, you'd mentioned that you had some Grammy shortlisting as well. That
Exactly.
You also spent quite a bit of time in Nashville.
I do. Nashville is I wouldn't exactly say it's a second home for me. You know, there's a lot of talent down there. It's a beautiful place to be, and I guess to be from. But I'm Canadian first, and the reason I go down to Nashville is because they're so professional. And again, not knocking the Canadian profession. The Canadian profession is good too. It's just that they're doing so much more of it that they're better at it. They can do it faster, and because they can do it faster, it becomes a little bit less expensive for the artists. And made some friends down there, and a lot of good relationships, some songwriting partners and people that I've worked with over the years since the mid-'80s through till now. We've written some songs for some of the best, you know, in Nashville. And again, some of them did get recorded. Some of them ended up in album pools, which could have been anywhere from 1, 10, 15, 20 songs. But you know, you got to keep your irons in the fire at all times. My last album did make, you talk about the short list, my album did make the short list for 7 Grammy would have been awards. And what that means is that you qualify. Your songs are good enough to qualify for Grammy Awards. It's a big thing for me because there's a lot of Canadian artists that never get that, you know. So it means that I'm on the right track, and I think God's telling me, you know, keep it up.
I certainly enjoyed the album that you shared with me. What was the title of that album?
Still Standing.
Still Standing. Great title.
Released that album standing beside a building, and I don't think people understood, the assimilation there. And what I was trying to get across was the building that I was standing beside was built in the 1700s, pardon me. And of course I'm, you know, the age I am, and I'm still going at it, and that building's still standing. And so am I. So I guess we're both a bit of a force to be reckoned with, and that's kind of a cool thing.
Mm-hmm. You told me that your style was blues, country blues. Is that what would you call that album? Still Standing? Well, how would you define that?
Definitely country blues. I definitely don't think it would be pop. A little bit laid back, sometimes folk, and maybe a bit of Celtic music in there as well. There's a good blend, I think, for everyone. If anything, it's probably a little more laid back than some would like. I've never been one for, you know, the poppy songs, the quick up-tempo songs. I've been a little bit more of a ballad writer, and that's kind of what I do, and I enjoy doing that.
Yeah, I was really surprised by the album. I thought your voice was absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you.
As I keep telling you, your voice is like butter. Maybe we should give everybody a little taste of it. What was your favorite song on that album?
My favorite song on that album was the blues song, and it was called A Different Shade of Blue. And you know, it was kind of neat because I never thought that I could write a blues song in a 12-bar pattern, and I thought, well, I'm going to give this a try, and it just flowed out of me and was done in about probably 15 minutes. You know, bing, bang, boom, all done, all finished. And what you hear is kind of that song. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite.
How does the first few bars go?
Said that you love me, you know. This love was blind, must have been searching for some other kind.
And how does it go, Brett?
Said that you love me, but this love was blind. You must have been searching. Listen, all the guitars for some other kind. All the guitars ring when you're singing here. That's amazing. See, I don't even have to pick up a guitar. Hopefully that was in the right key. But my favorite part of that song was a fellow by the name of Jim Hokie playing the saxophone on it. When he put the track down, the producer thought at the time, he thought, no, that's not going to work. But he put the track down, and then he said, well, listen, bring it back, and I'm going to play it again. And I'm going to play along with myself. And he played a third harmony, and it just blended. It was so beautiful. And then, of course, he broke into the solo, and I thought, man, this guy really knows what he's doing. So what a blessed guy. For sure.
I really enjoyed your whole album. The hair went up on the back of my neck to think that kind of talent was in Trenton, running a store when it should be on stage somewhere. But flattery, I'm sorry.
Well, I appreciate that, Marie. Flattery for me kind of like washes right off my back. But, you know, I don't think that that's what was destined for me at this time. And you can't serve two masters. I would love to hatch out a career in the musical business, but it's tough. It's a real tough, very competitive business at the best of times.
But it ain't over.
It's not over. I can still stay at it and be a writer. So I chose to say I'll put that on the back burner for a while, and you know what? I'll run the best music store I possibly can. Hence arpeggios. It was something that we started. We just wanted to be different than what the norm would be, and well, here we are, still standing.
Still standing.
Since you've been gone, nothing has changed. Maybe the furniture